This past weekend, Dreamhack Atlanta 2023 went down in, well, Atlanta, drawing in lots of top talent from across the United States to all come together to throw down in one of the largest events of the weekend, at least in the United States. Today, we'll be going over the top 8 of Dreamhack Atlanta, seeing their bracket runs and how they did within the top 8. This top 8 is filled with exciting characters, hype sets, and some of the community's favorite players. Before we begin, just a reminder that if you want to support me monetarily, you can do so by using the links to my Patreon or channel memberships in the description below. With that out of the way, let's get started by taking a look at Loser's Ace, those sets being Cola versus Omega and Goblin versus Juanpi. And yeah, if I had a nickel for every time a Moist Team Roy player made top 8 through losers at Dreamhack Atlanta, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's strange that it happened twice. Let's start off with Goblin and Juanpi. Goblin came into the event as the 8th seed, starting off the weekend by sweeping pools flawlessly, as well as defeating Dusk 3-1 in the first round of top 64. However, it was here where Goblin would lose to Dark Wizzy in a Game 5 set, dropping into losers and first defeating Kobe in yet another close Game 5. From here, Goblin went on to defeat Zai and DJ Dawn, both in 3-0s, making it into top 8, losers side. Juanpi came into the event as the 23rd seed, starting off the weekend by sweeping pools flawlessly before moving into top 64 and defeating MD 3-0 before getting a great upset win over Omega in a Game 5 set. Juanpi now moved into winners quarterfinals where Apollo Kage would deliver a 3-0 loss, causing Juanpi to drop into losers and lastly defeat Sen 3-0 to make it into top 8 losers side to go up versus Goblin.
Sour spot range. Goblin keeps swinging at him, and he's right, like the wind hitbox, if there was one, is brushing his face, and he's looking to close out this stock. We might be seeing a 3-stock to open this set, Austin.
Dude, I cannot glass half full type of guy, but this is looking pretty bleak for Goblin. 154 damage, 1 stock half. You have to take a single blood. This is looking tough for Moist Goblin. 1P just seems too demanding right now.
And the dash attack in straight underneath the neutral B is going to give 1P. They both still survive some pretty big hits.
Another 195. This Roy is living the dream currently. Probably going to reach 200 here in a second. Full nair one into up tilt sweet spot. Good lord.
Certainly one way to take out the stock. Goblin touches 201% before finding this into the stock in the game. Sour spot jab though, not going to be able to convert it into back air.
Yeah, he's looking for that sweet spot, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, good mash. Juanpi going to be able to get out of that grab. You know Goblin's looking to try to get that damage to that sweet spot, which is that jab into up air. Goblin putting a point on the board and evening up the set.
Yeah, the jab
backer tries to challenge it off. An early up B coming out from Goblin. The challenge, whatever approach Juanpi was going for, straight up there coming out from Goblin to seal out that first one.
Goblin's retreating into the corner quickly, just waiting out Juanpi's invincibility. And now doing a little bit of damage of his own. 26%, nice extra credit. Oh, but he might be turning it into so much more found by Goblin as he converts what I thought was just a little bit of X-Tim back to the stage and do a little bit extra damage to him. F-throw here for stage positioning, gonna put him at ledge, but Juanpi not wanting to challenge a Roy at ledge, just swinging, just gonna teleport to center stage.
Yeah. Really high percentage here for 1P, 153. The sour spot up air managed to get that confirm into the back air.
You know what their habits are, and you know how to punish them. Goblin does so beautifully there, and he's once again off to a great start in this game. Wow!
The forward air almost taking off that stock. Unfortunately, couldn't get the ending of it. Got that nair, going to be able to translate into something bigger. Good recovery from Goblin, opting to go above the ledge to mix up 1P's approach with that down tilt.
Ledge jump into back air, but it's sour spot, so it's not going to be the stock. Goblin shakes that off immediately and quickly turns an F tilt into a stock. And double sour spot, so it's not going to be enough for the game. Wow, Goblin has hit 5, 6 sour spots in a row.
It's like he's spacing.
But wrong.
But correct.
And there it is.
God, there we
Sour
go.
spot does still confirm into.
And in the end, Goblin defeated Juanpi 3-1, moving on in bracket and eliminating Juanpi at 7th place as the 23rd seed. Now it's time for us to look at the other side of losers 8ths, Cola versus Omega. Cola came into the event as the 3rd seed, starting off the weekend by sweeping pools flawlessly, as well as the first round of top 64, where Cola defeated Hold My Pockets 3-0. However, it was here that Cola would suffer an upset loss to DJ Dawn in a close Game 5 set, dropping into losers and first defeating Av 3-0. From here, Cola would defeat Sisalex and lastly Dark Wizzy, both in 3-1 set victories to make it into top 8, losers side. Omega came into the event as the 7th seed, starting off the weekend by sweeping pools flawlessly, as well as defeating Fuzix 3-1 in the first round of top 64. However, it was here where Omega would suffer a loss to Juan P in a Game 5 set like we mentioned earlier, dropping into losers and first defeating Shane in a 3-0. Next moving on and defeating Krieg and Jazzo, both in 3-0 set victories, making it into top 8 losers side to go up versus Cola.
Cola again applying a lot of pressure there in the corner, forcing a couple of rolls out of Omega. Not going to be able to capitalize on that just yet. Kind of playing a little bit patient because he wants to respect Arsene, because stuff like that can happen with the drag down up air into an up smash. Going to take away that second. Facing his back towards him. Good mix up. Just crosses him up. Goes for the sweet spot up tilt.
Sweet spot up tilt going to be able to kill 41% on Cola already. Got a lot more work to do, and he's going to get edge guarded by his own. Well, he kind of just fell to his doom there. As he's got Cola in a very bad spot, and he gets out just fine.
Fantastic nairs coming out from Omega. Again, catching the traps. Goes for the drop down forward air. Unfortunately, too far away, but that is A-okay. We take that trade any day of the week. Cola up 2 stocks to 1, and they're both going to spawn.
It was on that right side of the stage just now.
Exactly. Trying to conserve his resources. Good parry into a forward air. Has a back off stage. Goes off super deep for that forward air. Recognizing that he could have the ability to just kind of gamble that stock, right? Because if he ended up losing that exchange, he's
Dreamhack Atlanta, because Omega is doing his darndest to take out this first stock. A quick little drag down, a reset, and an F smash. That's going to be the early start.
Omega looking incredibly strong right now in Hollow Bash. Just put that platform in the driver's seat. Has a little bit of advantage here. Good down tilt coming out from Omega. At this point, he's going to be looking for those up airs, especially underneath those platforms, kind of sharking his opponent. The drag down into the up smash, and that's exactly how he's going to end that game and take the lead. It's a down tilt lead, a jab, or even like a setup with like a sour spot up air, or maybe just a raw forward smash. We'll see what he's going to be able to do. Double edge dance, putting him back up into the air, back air, punishing the down tilt. Just like that, the game's even.
Step 1 of Austy's.
Makes the opponent work for it. 91 damage. Omega's going to get anything from this Arsene. No jab connection coming out from him. Rolls back, runs back in. No swing coming out.
Cola doing such a good job here of beating the Arsene out of him, and then beats the stock off of him as well. Chases him into the corner and F-tilts, perfectly connecting and bringing us to a Game 5 from a completely
close repeat of the previous game. Omega started off very strong, and then Cola starts to respond in kind. Arsene back online here. 77 damage. Cola just mashing jab at that point. If you're going to keep holding onto that ledge, eventually that will land for that down air. Very meaty hit. Gonna take a ton of damage from that, and he dies in the process.
Everything is going wrong for Cola. Everything is going right for Omega.
And all of the jab or double edge dance. Unfortunately, good DI coming out from Omega. Gonna be able to get away from that double edge dance. We're gonna be able to survive up that projectile. Forward air coming back down onto the stage, and another nair. 150 damage. A back air from Omega is gonna be able to seal it out, and that is going to be your set winner. Omega taking over Cola.
And in a crazy Game 5 upset, Omega defeated Cola 3-2, moving on in bracket and eliminating Cola at 7th place as the 3rd seed. Before we can catch up with Omega and Goblin and losers though, we have to take a look up at winners semifinals, those sets being DD versus Anathema and Peebnut versus Apollo Kage. Let's start with Peebnut and AK. Peebnut came into the event as the number 6 seed, starting off the weekend by sweeping pools flawlessly. Next, moving into top 64, Peebnut defeated Sakana, Vendetta, and DJ Dawn, all in 3-0 sets, making it into top 8 through winner's side without dropping a single game. Apollo Kage came into the event as the 2nd seed, starting off the weekend by sweeping pools flawlessly, before headed up into top 64 and defeating Av, Squirtle B, and Juan P, all in 3-0 set victories, making top 8 winner's side also without dropping a single game to go up versus Peebnut.
That might be more illegal.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, Snake is already doing like espionage stuff, you know?
He does own a PMC, so you know what, maybe he's chilling.
Yeah, he's definitely chilling out here, doing his country proud by taking that 2nd stock. Peebnut coming back in, dies to his own grenade. Unfortunate turn of events. Gonna place rush right there to 4 on the right side of the stage. Gonna have to be on the lookout for that. Another grenade's coming out, and we're going back to setting up shop here on opposite sides of the stage.
But it's been so long, Austin, since AK's managed to get an actual hit that's not just a stray grenade explosion, and he won't be getting any more hits in this game number 1, as Peebnut connects an F smash anchors in the crowd, so I don't want them to know.
I'm gonna say at the top of my lungs, man. You saw him go for that low recovery, avoiding that down air. Okay, back air gonna be able to seal that out. Peebnut looking very strong in this set.
Oh, but another
very nice thing to have in this matchup, being able to go underneath like the pellets, for instance. C4 placed on the right side of the stage, has that as option. I don't know if Peebnut's aware. Whoa, yeah. No, bro.
You get caught by that up air at 175, it doesn't matter how good your DI is, you're getting star KO'd. And it has that. which I don't blame him for. It's something that he struggled with a lot in this set.
Oh,
But he just runs up under him and up smashes.
Hey, you know, one of the most common options players are going to go for. Good cross up, gets the back air. Peanut looking to close this out. Low recovery. He was a little bit too high to be able to do anything about it. Cypher actually getting a hit to, you know, give something to the board. But right now, AK at this point needs to get off that high ground. Has the crash bomb. Gets caught by it. And we get the follow-up coming out from Peanut. A 3-0 in a handshake. Peanut taking that.
And in the end, Peanut defeated Apollo Kage in a 3-0 set, moving into winners finals without dropping a single game, but sending Apollo Kage down into losers to face off versus Omega. But before we get to that, we have to see the other side of winners semis, DD versus Anathema. Anathema came into the event as the 4th seed, starting off the weekend by sweeping pools flawlessly, before moving into top 64 and defeating Spickles, Jja, and Jazzo, all in 3-0 set victories, once again making it into top 8 winners side without dropping a single game. DD came into the event as the 1st seed, starting off the weekend by sweeping pools flawlessly, before moving into top 64 and defeating Fallen, Zai, and Dark Wizzy, all in 3-0 set victories, with DD making the 4th and final top 8 winners side finisher to not drop a single game on the way. DD had made it into top 8, but now had to go up versus Anathema.
He was still playing very passive, forcing his opponents to approach him, so we're no stranger to this. And finally, DD going to be able to close out that stock with a back air. But you know what?
All right, that's the Rob we know and love. Anathema connecting with a deep offstage side B. 2 minutes on the clock, and now if he's the one who wants to sit behind walls for the rest of the timer, he very well can do that, but he's not going to get the chances. Anathema finds a quick gravity reversals. Who died? Who died?
Definitely
Anathema!
Rob. Yeah, that was the pickaxe coming out there. Got the sword. Yeah.
Anathema an early start once again to this game. We all saw what happened in the last game that he had an early start in, but this is a little bit better of a start, Osti.
Already off to a strong contender for these games. Oh, that was a full blast. Point blank, 167 damage. But the thing is, if I know DD, there's no way he's going to give up, but he's not going to get the opportunity to. There's a down air coming from that side B glide. Recollage, I've seen him go Pac-Man before. I think didn't he get a win on Sonic?
He beat Sonics at SmashCon this year with Pac-Man.
Yeah, so he's got tons of characters. So he's not just a Steve One-Trick, which is also very refreshing to see. He's opting to go for the Pokemon Trainer. Okay. This is a character that used to be meta, like heavy meta back in the 2019 area.
This is like the Evo era killer. There were like 9 PTs in top cut of that event.
Tweak being one of the more prominent ones. Just watch that up smash with like the environmental noise in the background. It just killed me.
It's just charging forever. I feel like we're in a David Attenborough documentary.
Oh my god. And now the Wild Charizard. Ooh,
the Wild Star. The Wild Charizard connects with a grab and will execute his prey brutally, but another member of the Wild Pack makes his presence known and finds a stock right after.
Did you see Anathema actually jump out of his seat when he started getting those up airs? Like, he felt that kill confirmed. It was something there. DD going down with the drag nair, not going to be able to get the kill right on top of that. Both players starting to get to really high percentages here. Triple digits almost. Practically, I told you, Razor Leaf combos into anything.
I'm in disbelief, and DD is calm as a cucumber.
Now on deck, trying to feint out that down air to force out a quick response from Anathema.
But he's not going to find any response to that. A quick Vine Whip. I forgot what the actual Pokemon name of the move was.
All right. If there's any time that DD's probably going to land that, it's with its point blank, just like that. So now we're coming back onto the stage, holding that gyro, trying to get closer to his opponent. I like the withdrawal forward air. Yeah, another combo starter trying to get something going.
No way.
Gets the simple grab into a simple Vine Whip, and that's going to be DD taking his first set off of Anathema. And look at him. He is excited. He finally got that win. It's been a year since these two have played, and now he has even...
And in the end, DD defeated Anathema 3-1, moving into winners finals and sending Anathema down into losers quarters to face off versus Goblin. And since we're talking about it already, let's just go watch that set now, shall we?
Tip the scales.
Yeah,
and that crits and murders you.
Yeah.
What was the... Have you played many Fire Emblem games?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Awakening.
You know, I was about to say, I was literally about to say, you know Frederick's crit line in Awakening?
Pick a god and pray.
That's exactly how I feel fighting Anathema's Rob, because I think a divine intervention.
Goblin coming back in here, gets another South Part up airs, continually getting it, but he needs the sweet spot more in a better position, because right now, he's going to get caught by an up air, and that's going to be Anathema taking away first game. Does not matter how that first stock went. He is calm and collected right now.
It feels like for the vast majority.
Coming back down onto the stage here, Anathema gets caught by another grab. Goblin pretty much in control right now. Again, kind of denying him any sort of stage presence. Another down air into a back air. Goblin stealing away the second game.
Great.
Gets the jab into an air, has a back off stage. What is the answer here? What is the next plan? Down air, fantastic tech. Anathema recognizing that down air was coming his way, but right now, sitting at a pretty high percentage. We do the drop zone forward air to close it out. This entire set, Goblin is very apparently gone, but it was still something more than nothing. Goblin, another forward tilt coming out, ledge trap opportunity. A lot of down tilts. I like these fake outs. Up air into jab. That's all you need. Get that into the back air and close out that second stock. But yeah, shield. Gotta be on their lookout for. Also, classic jab, spot dodge jab. I've seen everybody do it. It's definitely a good tool if someone tries to get like a grab or something. Use that out right. Gets the jab, gets the forward air. Goblin taking that lead strongly. They turn this into a game 2-1 situation.
Opened up from Goblin, and he's seldom been able to get a hit since then.
Yo.
Nair into side B, connects from Anathema, and the stock goes away. A great early lead, and a great chance to try and take us to a game number 5, but not if Goblin has anything to say about it. Rob, a little bit too heavy, though, so he's going to survive.
Anytime you get down tilted by Roy, you better, that's when you pick a god and pray, bro. That's when you go, okay, am I going to tech in or tech out? Because it's a 50-50 of whether I runs back in, forward throws for stage control.
That missed tech, lost stock, seems to have just made Goblin even more angry. He's playing even better than he was a moment ago. Just like you said, completely smothering Anathema, connecting with jab back air at 100%, and closing out the stock, knocking Steven out at 5th place once.
And ultimately, Goblin defeated Anathema 3-1, moving into losers semifinals and eliminating Anathema at 5th place as the 4th seed. To see who Goblin would have to face, let's look at the other side of losers quarters, Apollo Kage versus Omega.
Finish for himself there, but the thing is, he's still got a lot more cooking to do. He has only game 1, and the stock is more than capable. So you can manage to just jump in slightly and get that forward tilt. 1 stock apiece here. Digits right now. He's going to start losing his advantage of being able to trade with the grenades. He's not going to be able to take too many more damages from that, so he has to get in there and try to get something cooking here. Our stun is now worn off, and he manages to catch the up tilt after the air dodge on the right platform still. Down air, fantastic tool trying to catch out the air dodge. Again, kind of getting a little greedy with that forward air. That puts him in a very bad spot, but I guess if it landed, that's a stock. 85 damage already on Omega. Something has happened here in his favor. Now, Omega's having trouble landing, and actually Arsene was like a burden for himself. He didn't have the access to Snake's, the grenades just spawn in when they're getting comboed. It's so funny.
If your combo is not true, Snake will have a chance to spawn the grenade, and he spawned that C4 an age ago. Omega lost track of it, and so loses track of game number 2, making him 3rd of the game at adjusting to Omega's gun counterplay, because Omega was earlier in this game saying like, okay, you're going to try and, well, first and foremost, up tilt me, but second of all, if Omega is going to
finally finds his mark, gets a back air, pushes him off stage, chases it up after him, not going to be able to do anything too much of value, but manages to get the back air afterwards. He's out of resources, going super deep for that back air, it actually gets caught. What happened?
Omega bet it all on being able to back air Apollo Kage down low, went way too far.
And in the end, Apollo Kage defeated Omega in a 3-0 set, moving on in bracket and eliminating Omega at 5th place as the 7th seed. AK now moved into loser semifinals to face off versus Goblin.
4 C4s, pretty much just refreshing that C4 in the process. Fantastic trade for AK. Is going to land that back air to put up the first blood of the set.
First blood taken by him, but Goblin looking to fire back quickly. Tries to set up a tech chase off of the down tilt, does so unsuccessfully. So now AK catches him dashing in with a well-placed C4 on the platform, but then immediately gets fired upon by the back air.
Team Moist seems to be struggling a little bit here up towards the top of the blast zone. 86 damage already and climbing. This is where Snake is having his heyday. Oh my god, the wait afterwards.
AK certainly looking for a panic roll out of Goblin. Goblin not giving it to him, but he still takes so much damage in the process. And yup, it's a matter of when, not if, and the answer is now.
Up did, but then recognized he wasn't going to get back to the stage, so he used his up B to get caught by the missile to get back on the stage. Unfortunately, it didn't really get him too much on it, but it was still a very great recovery.
Oh!
Okay. Works for me. Got him. Picks up the grenade in the process. AK capitalizes on that, mind you. Goes for the instant back throw, so he knows he can get caught by the grenade and wouldn't be able to like air dodge or anything in time. Simple dash attack is all you need to close up that second game.
This tech chase
Is right in front of Goblin. Trying to go for the second follow-up. The up tilt right in the middle of the stage, deleting that first one. I think Goblin just backed off. He's like, you know what, there's too many explosions here. I'm just getting out of here. He goes for the double-edged dance to close out that process. Unfortunately, going to keep adding on that damage. AK in a very comfy position right now. Can go for all the trades in the world and play as patient as he wants, but he doesn't have to. He just walks up, slowly grabs him, gets called out by the missile, and another point going towards Apollo Kage on the verge of moving his Zasters, and that's a way to even up the stocks, I guess. But you know, when you're in this position, that's something you got to do as Snake. You can't allow your teammate, or your opponent to get too much advantage. But that down smash setting Goblin at a very unfortunate angle, and a missile coming his way to seal that checkmate.
Yeah, had to burn the stage from his perception. Side B, still not enough, but it is going to be a jab into an F tilt to close out the stock. Great stuff by AK, and another set won in this.
And ultimately, Apollo Kage defeated Goblin 3-1, moving into losers semifinals and eliminating Goblin at 4th place as the 8th seed. Definitely one of Goblin's best recent performances, which makes me really happy to see. Either way, AK now moved into losers finals, and to see who would meet AK there, we have to take a look up at winners finals, DD versus Peebnut.
Still neck and neck in terms of percents. Yeah, both at 107 exactly.
Okay, gonna smack him with the back air, get that tail swing, and give himself a stock lead. 120 just comes in immediately and up tilts him right on the center of the stage. So particular as he plays. He does it a second time to catch the jump off the ledge, still surviving the 163. Again, trying to get back here on stage, pulls out that leaf shield, finding himself in a little bit of danger, uses the air dodge up to get that little bit extra, but doesn't matter. The high 3 coming out from Charizard connects the forward air and easily takes that first game. The way he ran at him, he was expecting DD to either jump or roll. Oh no, I don't even know who that crash bomb was on, but it doesn't even matter. That up there is going to send you flying out of this blast zone. First stock going over to Peebnut. Losing the first stock, rather.
Trying to fight back and does so successfully, though. So despite, like you said, losing the first
forward smash again, catching the air dodge, jumping right back off, places the crash bomb to catch the recovery, stalling it out, swaps over to the Charizard to get the up B, and Peebnut is just following him. He's in his head.
In his head and on the board, Peebnut puts a point up.
Yeah, if there's anyone who can steal a real early stock, it's going to be Charizard, but Peebnut's not going to give him the opportunity. Immediately just combos over with the back here. We have the Pokemon swap within the teleporter to immediately get Ivysaur out. Because if you want to get the kill, it's going to be Ivysaur, it's going to be Charizard. Squirtle doesn't really get it as much as the other two.
All right. Yep, Fly going to be plenty to take the stock, and catching Peebnut off guard, and now with a big opportunity for a dare. Does not quite get it, but does get the F smash on Peebnut's get up. That Crash Bomber doing a great job of keeping DD away from the ledge, but it does not keep DD far enough to prevent the back air, as DD
to start playing a little bit more aggressive at this point, because he's not going to stop with this spacing. Oh my god, the withdrawal, eating that Metal Blade.
Oh, but the quick up tilt from Peebnut going to, despite the massive lead that...
Yeah, dude, that's the one downside of that move. Like, Squirtle may be invincible, except to Footstool. When you get Footstool by that, you are wide open to the strongest move in the opponent's arsenal. Now, sitting here, gets caught, flipped by the up air into the back air. Fantastic DI coming out from DD. He's going to go for another up B to get back on stage. Shields through that up smash. Hits him with the back air. He's got a lot of rage. Now has the stage advantage. Go for a ledge trap situation against Peebnut.
Full rage, and we've all seen a Charizard able to steal these away before. Flanking out with Metal Blade, pushing Peebnut further into the corner.
Peebnut does not have to play aggressive at this point. There's 45 seconds. The timer is definitely something that he can easily play to. The Hail Mary Flare Blitz coming out from DD. That probably won't be the last time we see that in this game.
Spot dodges past the Metal Blade. Peebnut dash attacks and does not get punished for it. He back airs DD and closes out the game. That dash attack I thought was going to be
the grab. It tosses him upwards.
The old Tomahawk coming up huge. Fair from Peebnut, gonna actually take first blood though. DD misspacing and guessing wrong at what Peebnut's option there was going to be. Got aggressive when he should have gotten defensive, but getting aggressive usually works out in the end for him as he finds it back. And DD now put himself in a terrible spot.
Peebnut now looking very strong, has him in the corner, applying a lot of shield pressure, goes for the trade with the dash attack. Back back off stage. 134 damage, 142 on the other side. Looking for the grab. No one wants to overextend on top of that. 60 seconds left on the clock. I'm not sure it's going to go to that, though. Gets the grab, jumps in there. He pops off. He gets the up throw. He gets the kill. And DD is your person in Grand Finals.
And in a close Game 5 set, DD defeated Peanut 3-2, moving into Grand Finals from winner's side and sending Peanut down into loser's finals, where Apollo Kage awaited the run back from winner's semis.
Peanut previously with DD, they're just already at triple digits.
Oh, sure you can. Missing out, and AK just going to throw out a second up tilt in short order to punish that.
Yeah. The first up tilt was like a, I'm going to call out your approach. The second up tilt was a punish. Speaking of punish.
Yeah, a big one coming through by Peanut. Going to down smash as AK tries to return to carries off of the C4. Peanut locking onto that timing so well.
Okay, good back here coming out from AK. Catches him with the missile. That's going to be the first game for AK against Peanut today.
Powerful away towards the end of game number 1, but outside of that, it was just neck and neck. And AK pulls away once again. A quick little up tilt underneath the platform going to give him stock lead. We'll see if
that invincibility. It's all about trying to plant the opponent in the way that you want them to be. 122 right now on Peanut.
Peanut, the puppet master, getting his strings cut in this game as AK connects with back hit of fair, and it sends straight up instead of straight down, but it's enough to send him into a 2.
Like a lot of passion there. He drops that thing like a rock. Goodbye, Metal Blade. Gets a grab. Back throw. Tosses him back out. 150 damage. Opts to go for that. Recognizes he's going to go for that recovery, but dies in the process. Both players losing their lives after that weird exchange. And now we're here. Potentially, Peanut on his tournament stop. A little bit closer. Had a little bit higher damage. He could have died from that. Maybe AK was doing that on purpose. Crash Bomb going to shield right through that. Metal Blade connects it into the back air. And Peanut says, no, you're not going to 3-0 on me. We're going to put this right back towards you.
Not much to speak of, though, until this new shield connects.
Peanut looking a lot stronger this game than the previous points. Like a more confident Peanut coming out here. Look at these up airs, these up smashes, and he double jumps and dies for it, paying the ultimate price. Peanut scenario for you to be in, but anything is possible. Peanut sitting here with 0 damage, gets the Metal Blade, connects it into a back air, and gets that JV2 stock to bring this to the final game of the set. The final game
job of outpacing him, and that's a death sentence to Apollo Kage. If he's just constantly beat down, outpaced, stopped in his tracks.
Oh no!
And just as I speak,
this set not looking too promising. Peanut puts it back off stage. Crash Bomb on Snake, and he use it to his advantage. Goes for the ledge, gets tossed right back off in disadvantage. Going for yet another low recovery. Let's jump
2, and the Metal Blade into the up smash. Peanut converts in beautiful style to knock.
And in yet another close Game 5 set, Peanut defeated Apollo Kage yet again, moving up into Grand Finals and eliminating Apollo Kage at 3rd as the 2nd seed. Peanut now moved into Grands from loser's side for one more shot versus DD to see who would become your champion of Dreamhack Atlanta 2023.
The time every single time, because of course, why not?
Small battlefield Grand Finals here at Dreamhack Atlanta 2023. DD sticking with the Pokemon trainer is what makes tether recoveries really good in this game, just in general.
98% to 96%, but Peanut catches DD getting greedy.
Forward air down throw, that combo damage is starting to climb. This is the Squirtle we know and love. DD going off for a deep down air, trying to risk it all. I mean, I get it, right? If you go off like that and you manage to land that down air, you just stole that game away from your opponent. So he had to go for a do it, unfortunately. 155, now we're looking for that kill.
Z-drop back air, looking for it all, gonna do it again, rinse and repeat, and that's gonna be it for that stock. 1 remaining for DD.
DD keeps his pressure on off stage. Bit by bit, that damage will find its way. Crash Bomb on him, not gonna, they kind of messed with, oh no, the Crash Bomb actually prevented DD from being able to get that.
To capitalize on his own character's skills a lot better than anybody else can capitalize on them. And the switch up to Mr. Game & Watch coming through from DD as he finds himself down 2-0, facing the barrel of a reset. We'll see if this
ability on it, like it's so strong. Catches up anyone that's jumping at him, has a ton of knockback on top of it. Okay, DD just gonna walk up slowly, get that grab. See where we're gonna go. Up tilt, Shoryu, 1 stock away from getting a bracket reset.
looking great. Even if he takes this game and the next couple all the time, Peanut can do this for days.
Yeah. He's been in the lab for so long.
I was about to say down throw
is.
9, but it wasn't in the cards, as that is a grand finals reset, a 3-0 sweep from Peanut, bringing us to what will be, no matter what, the final set of Dreamhack Atlanta. Oh, B just randomly comes through and beats out Peanut.
I mean, it's a good anti-air.
And that's an even better kill option as he triple dares to knock Peanut down into the bottom blast zone. Very well played. Peanut's able to get his lick back as he dashes in and up tilts very quickly.
Called out by the grab. Vine Whip on top of that. Razor Leaf going to have to avoid it, going for a very deep recovery. Opting for DD to try to challenge him. Connects the down air, and he might be done for with the footstool on top of it. DD putting the first point of grand finals on the board for himself. Maybe not with the fly just yet, but that rage is climbing, so maybe a little bit later on, opts to go for a nair and eats a forward smash for his troubles. If it was just a hair to the left, man, I think that
or to the right, because it would have hit top platform too.
Okay, DD getting a little bit desperate here with that flare blitz, and Peanut's going to capitalize on that middle plate into back air to even up the score here in the reset.
On Battlefield, it's actually happened. DD been getting much more off of his opportunities, just like that. The first
we're back on the table here. We're trying to land a grab, a forward air, or Razor Leaf. Going back over to Charizard now. Fly back on the table, gets the grab, forward throw, not enough to get the up throw kill.
Cycling through these Pokemon like he's a VGC player at this point. Up throw here or F throw, both could do it, and F throw is enough. Peanut not even willing to commit to the offstage edge guard. Too dangerous.
Coming down with the Anvil Crash Bomb here now on DD. Goes into the minecart a second time. Called out by the back air, spawning right back in. It would be in his advantage. Look at this. It's coming down to the wire here on the timer over there in the top right. Only a minute left.
Just one up tilt could do it all.
For the answer. Gets the metal blade in the back air. The try and true we've seen so far this tournament.
The theming is just low damage combos and taking what you can get, but DD taking all he can get in this early stock. As he goes straight for the dare and closes out first stock in the blink of an eye. It's been a slow set, but it certainly wasn't a slow stock.
I was about to mention how DD always just feels mad comfortable with this character. Tech in from Peanut, mixing up where he's going to go. Catches the back air into the uppercut. Squirrel being a light character. Going to be sending himself up to the middle. He avoids that up smash. Gets called out by the forward air. 157%. He's coming back onto the stage. Another Razor Leaf coming his way. Back air. Wants to get the strangle. Whiffs the grab.
But
big
the up
punish.
smash too, and this is DD's chance. He tries for the Vine Whip up on the platform for a tech chase. Another down tilt, another Razor Leaf, and he's in complete control here, but everything misses, everything goes awry, and it's another shot for Peanut.
He can't get that whiff punish. It's not coming his way. He calls out the roll, gets the up smash, and the South Carolina hero Peanut is your Dreamhack Atlanta 2023 champion.
Huge congratulations to Peanut as he plays his heart out across 8 straight games, not even counting the set that these two played in winners finals. He has finally done it, winning a major, a regional, whatever you want to call it, a tournament of this caliber. Peanut has come so close so many times, second at Riptide, second at so many other events, and now he's finally going to be able to lift that trophy and doing it over a player as strong as DD. No mean feat. Huge congratulations to him, but also extremely well played by DD as he leaves Jabali hanging on the stage. What are you doing, man?
And in the end, Peanut defeated DD 3-0 in Grands and then won in a close Game 5 set in the reset, eliminating DD at second place as the first seed and becoming your champion of Dreamhack Atlanta 2023 as the number 6 seed. This tournament saw a lot of hype sets and cool characters dotting its top 8, and me personally, I think this tournament stood as a shining example that this game is far from dead. That's going to be it for today's video. Before I go, shout out to my patrons Seth Laster, Frostgold333, and my tier 2 patrons Iltis and Diamond Blaze. Additionally, shout out my YouTube member Stormtrooper, Loco Soco, Diarrhea, Detroit Jr., Defective, Orangabang, and my tier 2 members Mike G and Wu-Tang Forever. Additionally, shout out my tier 3 patron Ocean Man, who says, Mr. Mice, sorry for playing Min Min. If you want to support me using any of these methods, links are in the description below. Tomorrow, I'll be covering MK Leo's Rob at La Posada del Watiki 2023, but until then, I've been Mr. Mice, and thank you all so very much for watching.